Welcome to the Works Podcast, where we take a look at South Carolina's workforce from a strategic perspective. We talk with workforce leaders, educators, and in between. Today's episode, we'll be talking to Warren Snead, who is the HR manager at Cooper Standard, a large manufacturer in South Carolina in the upstate. Earlier today, he spoke to the Coordinating Council for Workforce Development as part of a panel discussion about internships. And during that meeting, we learned about the powerful opportunity of internships for our students of all ages to connect with tomorrow's workforce. Warren Snead, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
Tell me about you and what you do.
Well, I'm the Human Resource Manager right now at Cooper Standard in Spartanburg. I've spent the last 40 years nearly in HR at two different facilities, both of them manufacturing automotive components. So that's good.
It's really good. And it's real good that you're here with us. Just moments ago, you were presenting to the Coordinating Council for Workforce Development here in Columbia. We meet quarterly. And with the leadership of Dr. Rebecca Battle-Bryant, she had convened a panel, and you were one of the panelists. And we learned, among other things, that employers and workforce have a synergistic connection. We can't do one without the other. So this is a great opportunity to hear from an expert. One of the topics you talked about earlier today in that meeting was about internships. So are internships important to employers?
Well, I think an internship is absolutely essential. We're missing tremendous opportunities if we don't use internships to help attract young people, to help them become focused more quickly on career objectives. You don't want to go to just get a paycheck. You'd like to go for a lifelong adventure, something that would continue to allow you to grow into a role that you can get that self-actualization from one day, something that you're proud to do.
You gave an example, a real-time example
Yeah.
of somebody back in, I think you said 2014.
Correct.
Was there, and tell me about that again.
So we go to schools quite frequently and have for many years doing career days. And a guidance counselor in one of these schools met me in that case, and she decided she had this young son of hers. You go find Warren Snead. So this young man actually, I think, was waiting to ambush me in the parking lot one day, and he does. He catches me going into the plant. He says, "Listen, I need some work experience, and you don't even have to pay me. Just let me work with you a little bit to get some work experience." So we did not pay him. We did pay him. It wasn't much, but he did make a paycheck. This young man is now the Senior Director for World Manufacturing Excellence at Cooper Standard.
What a great story, highlighting the importance of internship or work-based experiences.
Right.
Now that's one person. A few months ago, it was my privilege to be at Cooper Standard. I saw many, many, many more people coming through, students, I think high school students, maybe even some middle school students.
Right.
Tell us about that program.
Okay, so each year the National Association of Manufacturing sponsors Manufacturing Day. That's always the first Friday in October. And the purpose of this is to let young people gain exposure to manufacturing. What we want to do is make sure that students and teachers know that these careers exist, that they're not what a lot of people think they are, that they pay well, and more importantly, there's a segue to go from entry level into more advanced levels.
Learning and earning.
Learning and earning, absolutely.
Now, as I recall, that event that we were talking about at Cooper Standard when middle schoolers and high schoolers are coming through, that was a lot to get all done. How do regional workforce advisors help with that?
Well, I will tell you that our regional workforce advisor was the glue that really held that together. And I would say this to other manufacturers listening perhaps around the state. Take advantage of the recap group because they know who all the teachers are. They know who all the guidance counselors are. They're well integrated with the schools. And we as manufacturers, we're all looking for the same thing. They're looking for their students to grow into a self-sustaining career that they can be proud of. We're looking for them to help the company grow and become part of the future of the company.
Regional workforce advisors are a part of the Department of Employment and Workforce.
Right.
So you can connect with them just by going to our website. But and you don't have to be a bigger manufacturer like Cooper Standard to do it. You could be a smaller employer
Absolutely.
and connect with a
Right.
RWA. Well, it's definitely a great opportunity, whether it's a large employer or a small employer, for our students to have exposure to what it takes to show up for work on time.
Right.
And really engage as a team for a common goal or good.
It's definitely a win-win. I mean, our futures are based on our being able to keep up with the technological demand that's in manufacturing right now.
Well, I concur with that. And one thing that makes it all come together are employers like you who are invested in the process. And so you're on the recap board, I
Yes, sir.
believe, up in Spartanburg. And I believe you also serve on the State Workforce Development Board, right?
Yes, I do.
As vice chair.
I do.
All right, from a strategic perspective, you think South Carolina is going in the right direction when it comes to workforce?
100%. I'm very pleased to see where we're going. We have a strategic plan that we developed, and each year we're really evolving that plan. But the idea is to promote apprenticeships, to promote internships, to promote the connections we've all talked about today, and the resources that are available to glue all of those things together.
We've been talking about internships, but I also want to focus in on our veterans in South Carolina.
sir.
They're so invaluable to South Carolina in so many ways, including from a workforce perspective. Now, I understand you're familiar with the STAYS program.
I am.
Stay to apply your skills.
Right.
That's there to help connect veterans with employers throughout South Carolina. Could you tell us about your experience with the STAYS program and with veterans in general?
So Cooper Standard, for example, has a Careers for Vets program. Many companies have programs. But with the STAYS program, what we're trying to do is look at bases in and around South Carolina, whether it's Fort Bragg in North Carolina, Fort Jackson in South Carolina, Shaw Air Force Base, all of these places where people may go on terminal leave as they're leaving the service. We don't want them to go to other parts of the state. We want them to know that the opportunity exists right here in South Carolina for them to come to work. And if you'd like to be a STAYS employer, obviously you can contact DO. It's not hard. All you got to do is become informed and be willing to interview veterans when the Department of Employment might send you a veteran recently discharged or being discharged.
I believe that some of those interviews have led to Cooper Standard gaining a great colleague.
Oh yeah, no doubt. We've had a number of STAYS veterans. I think a lot of people think too, when you're looking at veterans, you're looking at somebody that might have retired. Yes, you might be looking at somebody that retired, or you might be looking at a younger person that did a 4-year hitch and is looking now to go back out into the civilian world. So I think it's important to make that distinction. Veterans can be at any point in their military career when they come out of service.
Well, we're so appreciative of Cooper Standard connecting with veterans and interns and in between, helping our workforce here in South Carolina.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Mr. Snead. Appreciate
you,
your
Director
support
Floyd.
today.
My pleasure.
To leave you with some helpful labor market information, here's your LMI Minute.
Hi, I'm Dr. Brian Grady, Assistant Executive Director for Labor Market Information at DO. Welcome to LMI Minute, where I share some parting data from today's discussion to help you better understand our workforce. Veterans have valuable transferable skills when entering civilian work, such as extensive technical experience and leadership, and their presence in our workforce is mutually beneficial to them and the state's economy. So how many veterans are joining the civilian workforce each year? Using our JobsEQ data tool, we can translate military occupational codes into equivalent civilian codes and gauge the demand for their skills. Let's look at the chart. The numbers we're seeing here are from fiscal year 2023, the most recent period available. This chart isolates the 10 jobs with the most exits linked to them by military skill set. The top job is maintenance and repair workers, with 370 veterans exiting military service into this occupation. The occupation with the second highest number of exits is first-line supervisors and mechanics, installers, and repairers, with 182 former service members bringing their leadership experience to South Carolina's. The market appears more competitive for the job associated with the third most exits, electric motor, power tool, and related repairers. In this case, there were 168 military exits with matching skills for the position. Total, there were 3,800 military impacts into South Carolina in fiscal year 2023. What a great impact. I'll be back next time with another LMI Minute.